guys, so I'm making another Halloween video. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a really fast wand. So, what you're going to need is some dowel rods and a Dremel with the sander tip. As far as the dowel rods, it is up to you on how big or how small you're wanting it. I usually go for the 5/16 inch. I think is what it, yeah, that would be the 5/16 inch, so. That's one. So I have a pack here of dowel rods that have 3/16, 1/4, 5/16, and 3/8. They just have a couple of each size, and not 100% necessary. You can just grab like a full length dowel rod of that size, but I like these because they're pretty much cut for about the size of a wand. I have made these before, and you can dress them up with a few different things. You can use hot glue, you can use marbles, beads, paints, you could use jute cord just to give different textures. You can make all sorts of different kinds. I'm going to show you a really simple spiral technique that I use that is really effective at making a very nice looking wand. It's very delicate looking, and it's pretty. I like it. It's one of my favorite designs that I've made. So I'm going to be sharing that one with you guys today. So I'm going to bring you guys a bit closer, put on my art smock so that I don't ruin my nice sweater dress, because thank God it is fall finally. And we're gonna get started. Note that you should also be wearing a mask, and unlike what I'm doing, this is best done in a workshop or outside, so you don't have to worry about dealing with the mess, because there's definitely going to be a lot of sanding, and like this is literally a power sander that I'm going to be using, so there's going to be sawdust everywhere. So either make sure you have your area covered or work outside. Working outside is just always the easiest. I just don't have that option here, but I like creating things, so I just deal with the mess. It's okay. Anyways, I'm gonna bring you guys a bit closer, maybe cover my area a little bit and see if I can contain the mess a little bit, and we'll get started. Alright, so here is our dowel rod. As I said, I really like the length of them. I think they're pretty perfect. However, if you think it's a little short, or if maybe you want a smaller wand, shorter, or whatever, you can always get the full-length dowel rods and cut it to your specific needs or wants. And then my Dremel tool. So I'm going to tell you the steps because I'm not going to be able to talk with the Dremel on. I'll tell you the steps now, and then I will just be removing all of the noise so you guys, your poor ears won't bleed later in the video with all the sanding and power sounds. But what you are wanting to do is you are going to want to take one of these ends down to a point or a tip, not necessarily a point, but you're wanting it to get smaller as it goes down, you know, as a wand does. You want to do that, and then I typically like to round off the ends. I don't like the feeling of it a blunt end, so I will go around this and I will round it off, and then I will begin the spiral. Now, as far as getting the spiral, when I say it's a very simple technique, I totally mean that. All you have to do once you have this down to the point you want it, and this is nice and rounded off is you will brace your hand on one side. Let me see if I can zoom you guys in here a little bit. I'll try and stay in frame. Push where you want to start, and then you literally, as this is spinning, of course, you just, depending on how tight or how loose you want the spiral, you will just slowly go down the line, and you just keep working all the way down and spinning with the hand that is holding. You will just spin it like this in your hand and move up until you get down to the point, and then literally you are done. As far as making it a bit more perfect, you can get some sandpaper and take away some of the edges, and you can stain the wood or you can paint the wood. That's up to you. I kind of like the look of the raw wood, but I also like staining. For the sake of the video, I actually will show you how to make a faux stain using acrylic paints. You get some brown acrylic paints and you water it down and you paint it on, and then you wipe it off, and it will make it look like you have a nice dark stain on there, because it'll grab into the grains, so you'll keep the grain look. And then if you have any lacquer or any finisher, I usually just put a nice clear coat, but I'd like to put a lacquer on these to make them nice and shiny. So those aren't necessary to create it, but if you want it to look nicer, you can add them. So I will be probably using the sandpaper to sand any so you don't want to get, you know, any wood splinters or anything. Sorry, cat nudged my foot and scared me. So I will be doing a couple of those things. You'll see it in the video, and you'll see how this goes. So without further ado, I will go ahead and get started. My cat is probably gonna freak out. She's sleeping so peacefully underneath my chair. Anyways, I will turn off the sound so that you guys don't have to listen to it, and speed up the rest of this process now that you know what's going on. Alright, let's get started. Here it is. As you can see, it's got a nice twist. As you could see in my video, I went over the twist twice. Once to pretty much make the outline of the twist, because it's really difficult to get the depth that you're wanting with just one go, and it can be pretty difficult when you don't have the right equipment to like hold it still for you. So I was like holding it with one hand, and so as you could see in the video, my Dremel kept getting away from me. But in the end, as long as you truly try, you can definitely get it there. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna sand this one. I went around the twist edges with the Dremel just a little bit to round them out. To make it look more like natural twisted wood is kind of the point of that. If you like the nice sharp edge, you can totally keep that, you know, it's up to you. But I like the more rounded edges, so I like it looking more organic. And so that's all done. All there really is left to do is I will teach you how to make a stain with some regular brown acrylic paint. This is Brown Umber by Master Touch, but you could totally use like the real cheap stuff at Walmart. These are only $1, the apple barrel. It does not matter. I just have the better quality, so I just figured I might as well use that. Alright, I'm back. You'll just need a paper towel, an acrylic paint, and any sort of paintbrush. Wet that down real fast. And also go ahead and wet down the wood. Alright. Just take some of this. A little blob in there, depending on how light or dark you want. Will depend on your mixture. Alright. So. As you can see, that one is fairly dark. Take this, you wipe it off. You can do a couple layers, or you can leave it at the first layer. That is just one layer. You can take some of the residue that you have on your paper towel or rag, wipe it into like the very end where you were holding to paint. Add some. Say you want to make, maybe you want the handle to be darker than the tip. You can just do some sort of an ombre type effect. Literally, it's all up to you, and you can do whatever you want. I'm just gonna try for that ombre effect a little more. nice solid brown. It's light, very dark, very solid. And that is the wand. So, in total that took me around 30 minutes, but as I've said in my other videos, it'll be faster for people who don't have to worry about showing to a camera. So yeah, a very simple way to make an effective looking wand. A very elegant looking one as well. I have several different designs, so if you guys are interested in seeing them, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I will share in the video some of my other wands so that you can see, or you can go to my Facebook or Instagram to check out some of my other things that I've made. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave me a like. Share this video to anyone you think would enjoy it. Comment for extra content down below. Make sure you keep watching for more. Sorry guys, my camera cut out on me in the last little bit, like I was saying. Be sure to stay tuned for more really simple Halloween accessory type ideas. If you guys have anything you'd like to see, make sure to leave it down in the comments below. I do all sorts of things, as you can see from my videos, and I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. Okay, bye guys.